Like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
You know, I don't want to fake apologize. You know, I'm very upset about that people are misunderstood what I was saying. It's not good for anyone, and it's not good for poor folks. It is not good for y'all because you become slave fodder. It's not a good thing. It's not good for women because you are now being told and dictated to, and you can't say anything because they, you know, throw you in a jail or whatever.
X is an adorable name, and perhaps a grown woman who named herself Whoopi should refrain from mocking a 4-year-old for the name his parents gave him.
And people got very, very, very angry, and still are angry. I mean, I'm getting, you know, all of the mail from folks, and the very real anger because people feel very differently.
So how did all of this unfold? Well, it all started when Whoopi made a major misstep.
Elon Musk took his son X to a press conference. I did not name the child. And I don't want to hear any more mess about our names.
It's not something I'd recommend, frankly. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, but it is, and I'm just looking at this video and it's so bizarre.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say, I don't remember last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
So White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt announced that the Associated Press has been banned from the Oval Office for not honoring the recent renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. There's too much BS floating out there, and now it's out of our hands. There's no way to control it, so now they're saying they're going to control it. I want to see what they're going to do.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
Mocking someone's kid is already a bad look, but doing it on national TV when the kid belongs to Elon Musk might just be career suicide. Whoopi Goldberg thought she was being funny, edgy even. But what she didn't realize is that the world's richest man doesn't forget, and he definitely doesn't forgive. For months, Whoopi took jab after jab at Elon, calling him out for everything from his parenting to his policies. But when she made fun of his 4-year-old son's name, something snapped. This wasn't just another celebrity clapback. It spiraled into a brutal legal battle that no one saw coming. Elon didn't post a shady tweet. He filed a $900 million lawsuit. And inside that courtroom, bombshells dropped one after the other, revealing a side of Whoopi the public had never seen before. Financial secrets, media manipulation, emotional breakdowns. Suddenly, the joke wasn't funny anymore. What started as a throwaway line on The View became the center of a scandal so big that ABC is now scrambling to do damage control. But the question on everyone's mind, what exactly did Elon Musk uncover that has Whoopi Goldberg on the brink of losing everything? Let's break it down. It all started with a smirk and a joke. On a seemingly normal day on The View, Whoopi Goldberg decided to take a shot at Elon Musk again, but this time, it wasn't about his businesses, his tweets, or his unpredictable behavior. This time, she went after his child. Elon had appeared at a press event with his 4-year-old son, XAA12. Yes, the name that always gets headlines. But instead of showing a shred of empathy or even restraint, Whoopi mocked the name publicly. "I didn't name the child," she sneered, laughing on national TV, turning a toddler into the punchline of a primetime joke. What she seemed to forget, or simply didn't care about, is that Elon Musk isn't just any billionaire. He's also a grieving father. Years ago, he lost his first child. So making fun of his son's name isn't just tasteless, it cuts deep. This wasn't comedy, it was personal. It crossed a line. The internet noticed. The backlash was swift, but Whoopi kept brushing it off. She underestimated Elon's response, because instead of lashing out on Twitter or calling her out on a podcast, Musk took the path most wouldn't dare. He went straight to the courtroom. Most celebrities would have clapped back online. A shady tweet, a sarcastic meme, maybe a PR statement. But Elon Musk isn't most celebrities. He's a billionaire with time, power, and lawyers on speed dial. And instead of trading jabs, he filed a legal grenade, a $900 million lawsuit targeting Whoopi Goldberg and the very network that airs The View. This wasn't just about hurt feelings. It was about defamation, character assassination, and what Musk called a coordinated media attack on his name, his family, and his legacy. The lawsuit outlined a chilling narrative, one that claimed Whoopi wasn't just expressing opinions. According to Musk's legal team, she was part of an orchestrated campaign to smear him in the public eye. The suit accused her of spreading false narratives, exaggerating stories, and painting Elon as an unfit parent and unstable tech mogul. But it didn't stop there. In a bold move, Musk flipped the script. His lawyers hinted at undisclosed connections between Whoopi and certain media executives, suggesting that she may have had financial incentives to push anti-Musk rhetoric. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a joke. It was about motive, manipulation, and media corruption. And once the trial began, things got even darker. The courtroom wasn't just a legal battleground. It was a public unmasking. As the trial began, all eyes were on Whoopi Goldberg. But the woman who walked into that room wasn't the confident, outspoken host America had seen for years. Witnesses described her as shaken from the start, visibly tense, avoiding eye contact, clutching notes with trembling hands. And when Elon Musk's legal team began laying out their case, things only got worse. First came the video clips. In front of the judge, Elon's lawyers played a montage of Whoopi's past comments, contradictions, exaggerations, even outright falsehoods. It was brutal. But then came the documents, financial records, emails, internal memos. And according to those records, Whoopi wasn't just commenting on Elon Musk. She had undisclosed financial interests that directly tied her to media organizations known for pushing anti-Musk stories. As each piece of evidence dropped, the pressure mounted. At one point, Whoopi was seen whispering frantically to her legal team. She shook her head, covered her face with her hands, and eventually wiped away tears. It wasn't just emotional, it was a total collapse. This wasn't a tabloid moment. It was the crumbling of a reputation in real time. And the worst was still to come. What Elon Musk's legal team revealed next turned the entire case on its head. This wasn't just about a celebrity feud anymore. It was about power, money, and media manipulation. According to leaked court documents, Whoopi Goldberg had been receiving payments and perks from media outlets and political groups that had a clear agenda: take down Elon Musk's public image. We're talking undisclosed sponsorships, backdoor deals, and what insiders are calling a shadow campaign against Musk. The evidence showed a troubling pattern. Whoopi's on-air criticisms of Musk often lined up perfectly with talking points from these organizations. She painted Elon as dangerous, erratic, and unfit to lead any company, much less raise a child, but behind the curtain, she was allegedly cashing in on the drama. The money trail, once buried, was now front and center, and it painted a picture of someone who wasn't just voicing opinions. She was potentially profiting from misinformation. The courtroom gasped when a confidential email surfaced, a message suggesting that Whoopi was offered a bonus for pushing anti-Musk narratives during election season. Whether or not that bonus was paid out, one thing became clear: Whoopi's credibility was hanging by a thread, and that's when ABC hit the panic button. The moment news of the courtroom chaos broke, ABC went into full crisis mode. Executives scrambled behind the scenes, holding emergency meetings and desperately trying to contain the fallout. Whoopi Goldberg, one of the most recognizable faces on daytime television, had just become a walking PR nightmare. And for a network already struggling with declining ratings and advertiser pressure, this lawsuit was the final straw. Inside sources claim ABC is now seriously considering suspending Whoopi indefinitely, or even cutting ties with her altogether. Advertisers, already wary of controversy, began pulling sponsorships within days of the courtroom revelations. The ripple effect was immediate. Segments of The View were quietly pulled. Pre-recorded clips vanished from social media, and rumors swirled that Goldberg's name was being removed from future promotional materials. The internal memo that reportedly circulated among ABC staffers didn't mince words: protect the brand at all costs. Translation: Whoopi's days might be numbered. Executives fear the scandal won't just tank her reputation, it could sink The View entirely. With mounting legal pressure, growing public outrage, and a fractured network behind her, Whoopi isn't just fighting Elon Musk in court. She's now fighting for her career. And this wasn't just a one-on-one war. the media machine was starting to crumble. What started as a clash between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk was quickly morphing into something far more dangerous, a full-blown war between legacy media and tech billionaires. This lawsuit didn't just expose one celebrity's shady dealings, it cracked open a much larger conversation about influence, trust, and control in today's information age. For years, traditional media figures like Whoopi held the microphone. They shaped the narrative. But now, people like Elon Musk, who owns platforms, companies, and even satellites, have the power to flip the script. And this courtroom drama made one thing very clear. The old media gatekeepers aren't untouchable anymore. Viewers who once idolized figures like Whoopi are now questioning everything. Was she just voicing her opinion? Or was she being used to push a bigger agenda? Were other media personalities also part of this coordinated smear game? The lines between entertainment, activism, and manipulation are blurring fast, and audiences are waking up. Meanwhile, Elon isn't just fighting back, he's building his own media empire, with X, formerly Twitter, podcasts, and direct access to millions. He doesn't need ABC or CNN to tell his side of the story. And just when people thought it couldn't get more intense, a new twist changed everything. As the dust settled, if you can call it that, the scandal began taking on a life of its own. Social media exploded. Viewers who once tuned in daily to The View began calling Whoopi Goldberg out for being completely out of touch with everyday Americans. The court of public opinion wasn't just harsh, it was unforgiving. Hashtags trended for days, petitions surfaced calling for her removal, and political figures began chiming in. One particularly explosive moment came when White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt clashed with Whoopi during a recent appearance, calling her shockingly disrespectful and accusing her of weaponizing influence for personal gain. That clip alone racked up millions of views. And it wasn't just about Whoopi anymore, it was about the entire system she represented. Meanwhile, whispers began spreading about Elon Musk's real intentions. Some claim he's quietly setting the stage for something much bigger, perhaps even a political run, with his influence, resources, and now a growing cult-like support base. Is Musk planning a leap into politics? Whether or not he ever enters the race, one thing's clear: he's reshaping the media landscape, and no one, not even Hollywood elites, is safe from scrutiny. And that brings us to the final question everyone's afraid to ask. So here we are. A single joke, mocking a child's name, ignited one of the most explosive celebrity feuds in recent memory. But this wasn't just about words exchanged on daytime TV. It evolved into a high-stakes legal war, filled with allegations of manipulation, hidden agendas, and media corruption. Elon Musk didn't just defend his name, he exposed what he claimed were the cracks beneath the surface of a media empire. And in doing so, he may have permanently changed the rules of engagement for public figures everywhere. Whoopi Goldberg, once viewed as untouchable, is now teetering on the edge. Her network is distancing itself. Her reputation has taken a brutal hit, and the public, they're no longer giving free passes. The age of blind celebrity worship is fading fast, and the audience is watching everything. Was this karma? A billionaire's revenge? Or something much deeper? A warning shot to an industry that's long operated without accountability? Now it's your turn to weigh in. Did Whoopi go too far? Was Elon Musk justified in taking it to court? And is this the beginning of the end for old school media control? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. This saga is far from over.